It's pretty long. It's about 100 length. The shoreline is irrelevant, but I think shoreline is 320 some miles, but the length is...
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Well, yeah, I mean, it empties out into the Cumberland, which is, you know, that's the navigational river that goes up to that goes up the land between the lakes and up the Ohio through the box, and then so it empties out just south of the dam. And I mean, this is all just up the road from me, within about 10 miles. So, but yeah, they go and they put the kayaks in there, where I can actually take my boat about 8 miles up that river, and then it just gets too shallow. You got too many trees, too much mud. You wind up beaching the boat. So.
That's always fun.
Yeah, it was real fun last weekend when there was a surprise tree that wasn't there the week before, and I was on plane and I'd put the center of the boat right on top of it. It pushed us right out of the water. No damage, but I mean it'll make you throw your mouth.
Sure. Sucks. But you know rule number one on the water, especially with trees. There's a storm, you guys got to pay.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, if it ain't fucking branches fucking falling in the water, it's fucking deadhead fucking logs fucking floating.
Oh well, yeah, and that's the thing is most of these trees that are in there, they're day enders, and the other thing they're doing too is they're washing they're cleaning the shoreline, so they're raising and dropping the water level.
Please turn it down.
And that's even worse. That's what it wasn't there when I came through in the morning, and then in the evening there's a big fucking tree there. So they dropped the water level almost 3 feet.
Damn. That's a lot.
Yeah. That's it, for this lake. It's a lot. Usually they only do it by about a foot or a foot and a half when they're washing the shore. So I don't know I'm not really sure what they were doing. I mean, this week it was all the way up again. So, I mean, it's been drier than normal, so I don't know if that has something to do with it. I don't know. I don't know if they're anticipating a wet season to come in or what.
I didn't get him. Several has my fucking number.
Yeah, we usually May is when we wind up getting our heavy rains. Right there at the beginning of May, that's, I guess, 2010's when we had our big flood down here. The 500-year flood.
Get it at about the end of April into May. End up all the way into June sometimes.
That year was pretty tremendous. The flood stage for that Harpeth River, the one I'm talking about, is about, I think it's 24, 25 feet. That 500-year flood, or the one we had in 2010, it was 47 feet over the 24, 25 feet.
Have a test
So you
in
can
morning
imagine
and
there was
be up
many homes
as
that were
late.
just gone. So,
Well, my cousin, his in-laws, they live in Kentucky, in Frankfort.
yeah.
Was that the Ohio River that goes through there? That's right on their back deck. So they got the large side of the house, and then it's probably, I don't know, not a quarter mile, but about half of that to where you get to the river, and then you got to take a little trail. It's literally a 15-foot drop doing it. And then you got he's got these old fucking tugboat stairs that you come down to, and then you hit the deck. It's a real pain in the ass, but the water level over the winter goes all the way up to the grass line. Yeah. Again, from the top of the grass line to where the water is normally, dude, you're talking 25 feet.
Well, that's probably...
Maybe you should watch out for separate.
Yep. I mean, it hit them bad. Because they're near a flood line. About 200 yards where the other homes are at. 300 yards.
Yeah.
There's a section of them that floods all the time. Like one of the houses is one of those like Alabama tea houses.
Right.
They got the two carports, I guess, on each side. But yeah, it's like, still like that with a fucking flood, you asshole. Because that house is supposed to push down. He's like, would you two think about fucking moving down here and fixing it up? And, you know, I'll put the down payment on.
Welcome to Lake Conservation 1010
Pack house. Next to two fucking mobile homes where, on a daily basis, fancy cars are showing up to this fucking mobile home. There for about a half hour and leave. It's like, I know exactly what this motherfucker's doing because he's got two fucking decked out, brand new Range Rovers, all fucking tricked out. It's like, I know what this motherfucker's doing. I know exactly what he's doing in there. I mean, I don't know exactly which drug it is, but trust me.
Yeah, there's one of them is being done, if not many.
Sure. And you want us to move in next door with your granddaughter. Okay, dummy. And we looked at it, it was like, oh, we could fucking, me and my cousin, we looked at it, it was like, oh, fuck, we could have this shit done in about 3 weeks. Just redo the plumbing, rerun the electrical, put new floorboards down, and then put a floor down, and put up cabinets, all that shit. It's like, yeah, we could do this in 3 weeks. Maybe even less. Yeah. We have nothing to do in a big bag of weed. Probably 2 weeks.
Well, you could just go to the neighbor and see what they can hook you up with.
Too. Might just be fucking trucker fuel.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I was watching this. I was watching a documentary about the Tower Records. I haven't finished it yet. It was on cable, but they used to itemize that on the bills every month at one of the locations. You've seen it. Trucker fuel, $365. They paid $365 back then. Shit, that's not a fucking blow, people.
Yeah. It's itemized on there.
Itemized is trucker fuel.
Yep.
Like, that's balls as shit. That's the shit you got away with in the 50s and 60s.
Oh, exactly. And it was tax deductible.
Yeah, that's even funnier. I wonder if that documentary came out, the IRS fucking was like, we need to talk about you itemizing cocaine.
Hey, we prefer you not call it fuel in automotive.
Yeah. Well,
just call it what it is.
Even think about that. Trucker, if you were talking, even gasoline, $360.
No one leaves Iggy alone.
58 cents.
Yeah.
Fucking gas, people. Just saying.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of diesel. At 38 cents.
Yeah, back when diesel was cheaper than gas.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's been the inverse. Well, yeah, because 500 gallons at 38 cents would be what, $190? So, shit, 500 gallons will get you halfway across the country.
Yeah. I'm saying, it was funny when they did that part of the scene. First she's like, when she was trying to explain what trucker fuel is, she goes, it's this substance that you need to use a straw to intake the substance. And they're writing it down like a dictionary as she's saying this, and then you know how a dictionary says C whatever for the other word and more definition of the word.
Yeah.
It says C cocaine.
Put it in Urban Dictionary. But yeah, that is the great dilemma. You know, go out and I'm not interested in buying any more property right now. I don't know how much longer I want to stay in Tennessee once we, ideally one day we'll sell the business. And then I think I want to go to the mountains and be a hermit for a while.
Sure. Some peace and quiet. Turn off the noise.
Yeah, exactly.
All I need is my PlayStation
Can
and
you
an
get
internet
a
line.
kill before
Well, yeah,
I
well,
unsubscribe?
the only thing we can get out there is DirecTV and then HughesNet with satellite. But it's actually not bad. HughesNet's a lot better than it used to be. So the last time I was out there, I took the PlayStation 3 and I was able to stream Netflix and all that sort of stuff off of it. So
That's not too bad.
yeah, I mean, and it was the last time I was there was not this. Well, yeah, it was this past Sunday. It was 4th of July, and I mean, it was stormy every day in the afternoon. So get back to the house and turn the shit on and watch some movies or whatever. And even with the lightning and rain and all that stuff, it really didn't affect it much. So
That's not bad.
I got DirecTV here at my house too. It rarely ever goes out. Fucking internet goes out more than the satellite does, and that's through Comcast. So, but they're running Google Fiber now.
Oh, it's even better.
They're making a mess of the city. Like it really doesn't matter. It's already a mess anyway.
Well, it's because everybody's behind Verizon. Verizon made that fucking in the infrastructure in a lot of major cities fucking 15 years ago. You know, they're talking about their 4G, man. They've only been running about 70% of their fucking capacity for years. In Illinois, it's all over the place. All they gotta do is turn it on. And they're getting ready to come out with 5G. Like, yeah, we have
Iggy sits there and plays with his deck
Well, the thing
all
that kills me
day
is that,
long.
Sprint always talks about how awesome their shit is, and I know up in Chicago it's good, but you come down here, and even up in my house, no. I mean, I barely have a dot or two of service. You go outside, it's a little better, but now if I go to East Tennessee...
NPR radio is on in the background.
I mean, I love the unlimited data, but if we went to Verizon, there's too much bullshit with them.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's, I guess, convenience for right now. I mean, it works good enough where I need it, but it's still annoying. It has gotten better since over the winter, but there's those moments. At least the calls don't drop like they used to. Earlier last year, I couldn't keep a call no matter where I was around here. I had better service when I was out in Colorado than I did when I was here. So, but yeah, that would be my whole thing. It's just the whole thing is the cost of living is so freaking high.
Sure. And live in my old neighborhood that I grew up in. I live 2 miles from Wrigley Field in the city.
Yeah.
I fucking try to live like there now, even as an adult. What do you know?
Well, the heating in the part of Colorado where we're in is pretty expensive because it's thermal through the water pipes in the floor. And it'll heat the house great, but it's expensive.
A lot of energy.
Yeah, you use a lot of energy.
Oh, don't you have a wood burner?
Yeah, it's a propane furnace.
You don't have a wood burner in that place, though?
We've got wood burning fireplaces. There's 3 of them.
You gotta use those puppies.
Well, I mean,
buy yourself. See, what you do is you buy yourself a log splitter, so that's a great reason to spend some money. fucking suck. Cut some trees down on your own property, or you again, you buy a piece of property that's covered in trees, or you got neighbors who you see trees have knocked down, be like, hey, go over there and be like, hey, I'll clean that up for you, let me have the wood.
Well, the nice thing is,
my
cousins. You go up into the mountains, and that's what you can do, is all the trees that fall from the forestry roads, they pull all that stuff down and they drag it in, and there's an area in an old ghost town where they process it, cut it up, and there's wood.
Yeah,
so
probably.
I mean, I had to use my wood burner all winter time to get work done. Fucking a real pain in the ass. And if I can because I'm not burning it 24 hours, you gotta fucking keep an eye on that shit. So I'd have to let it die every night. So fucking to get it going and get it warm enough in that place, man, it would take hours and fucking logs of wood.
Is your house electric? Well, how do you heat your house?
The house has got
central heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, furnace.
We're in the suburbs, not in the sticks.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I gathered that, but depending on how old the house was.
It's old. Yeah, we'll be moving in the next month. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's a nice place.
I'm going to fall asleep for your broadcast.
So do I.
Me too.
I got a whole workshop to fucking move and try to figure out how to get it into the basement. So much fun. Some of my tables are huge. I mean, my one table's 8 foot by 4 foot that I work on. And then I got my regular tool table, which is an my old dining room table from growing up. The legs busted off, so I just built a frame underneath it. I gotta get all that shit down there. Fuck. It's not gonna be fun. Like the place we're in, it's suitable, it's fine. It's falling apart, it's a piece of shit, kinda. It's like, ugh, I could definitely stay another year in here. But we want to get out of the area. This is over by her folks. Plus in the area that we spend most of our time anyways.
Right.
We don't spend
the
time
place
in
you're
this
going
area. Yeah. So stay there for a year and a half maybe, and then get my ass down to Kentucky.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. Be somewhere between Louisville and Paris, Kentucky. Paris, Kentucky's got some of the oldest horse tack makers in the country. So I'd like to learn a little out there. But at the same time, and not to brag, but you know, I guess if I put more effort into it, but the stuff I make compared to some of the stuff that's out there, yeah, my shit blows it away.
Ask him if he checked in PXL neighborhood.
But it's a lot more fucking work.
Well, yeah, because Paris is not very far from, I guess that's, what, north of Lexington, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you'll be...
somewhere in that little triangle area. I'd find my piece of property. But I mean, if I could truly afford it, to find my slice of land, oh fuck, it'd be easy. Berkeley, California.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he's like, what, not Denver? Fuck no, man, it's fucking cold.
Summers are hot in Denver. I don't like anything east of 25. I don't really care for it. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, I need to be west of all that, where there's very little people, and for you it'd be good because that's where all the ranchers are at. The ranchers and stuff I don't think there's a lot in the high plains. I think most of them are in the high mesas. So that would be basically, well, that would be from Leadville all the way down to the border. Kansas City and all that.
Basically, we're somewhere near like a college town. Just because college towns, you still get the art, you get the movies, literature, blah 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 information. And it's still a college town. But at the same time, the right college town has got some great small town values.
You'd probably like Fort Collins then.
Fort
Collins, Boulder.
Biggie.
ZZ.
I got a couple friends that live out in Fort Collins. One of them just decided he and his wife packed their shit up one day and just were out. And they took a risk and they've been out there, I guess, 8 years now. You know, had some rough times, but they've been able to pull it off. So, it worked out for them. If I'm gonna move out there, though, I'm gonna have it. I want to do it where I can relax. I don't want to have to look for work or anything like that. I want to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it.
Emoji sleeping face.
Well, sounds like retirement, but even if it's just to take a sabbatical for a couple of years.
Are you kidding me?
Recharge the batteries.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you gotta cut out the noise.
Sounds like Izzo needs to go out there. I think he's gonna have a coronary.
Nah, fucking
He eats crappy food. Bullshit.
Well, there is some good food out there.
Well, there's a big food boom in fucking Louisville right now. The whole organic and stuff like that. So that's my sin.
Lord, he
Well, damn, you'll be,
said,
if you
fuck
go down
you,
there, you'll be
LOL.
within 3 hours of me.
Yeah, I have to do a little fishing.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't fish. I sit there with a fucking drink. And
Yeah.
smoking bullshit.
You can be intellectual. There's enough room on there to be an intellectual.
Don't get me wrong, I don't mind putting a line in the water, but it's like at the same time, it's like I'm sitting here. I gotta be doing something, so that's why I just go for the camaraderie mostly when it comes to fishing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like when we did resealed and my cousin's in-laws in Kentucky, the log cabin. I mean, it's a big fucking motherfucker. It's like almost 2 cabins on top of each other. The beast. But upping that shit on there, and then at nights, fucking go down to the river and fucking he put a couple poles in the water and we just sit and bullshit for about 3-4 hours to unwind. He was like, "Aren't you tired?" I was like, "Man, no, we gotta unwind, man."
Yep.
Fuck you, Bryce Harper.
Oh, Louisville. Last time I was up there, I passed through.
Another
That's
one.
Time before that was to pick up the first 2-door Jeep I had.
Yep.
Is that Ammo talking to you?
Mm-hmm.
Then why didn't you just stay in the fucking party? Because we're talking 20 minutes later now.
He wanted his nighttime.
He's probably doing it from bed.
Probably.
Touching himself while he's watching you.
We all have our what's the word I'm looking for?
Rubbing his moobs.
we all have our vices.
Deficiencies. It puts lotion on. Come on. You want to commit to that high fastball. shouldn't be losing this fucking
Tell
game.
them they are putting me to sleep. It's working.
Ammo says you guys are putting him to sleep. It's working.
2.
Ammo.
Topping me, or?
Yes.
Well, I mean, if he wants, we can give him some jerk-off material, you know?
Yeah, not really. Then he's gonna be like, I can't quit you. You motherfucker. You overthrow the ball when there was no reason to? Stop throwing the ball around, you fuckers.
It's a joke, LOL.
Go to sleep, Ammo. Sing you a lullaby.
I'm sure his roommate / mom did already.
No, that's a little below the belt.
Tell it. You ever heard his roommates? Man cuts mute a lot. Just saying. He knows I'm kidding with that.
Yeah.
He knows I bust his chops.
He has chops.
Yeah.
Big old sideburns, yep.
Lamb chop. Sucking it like a lollipop. Mint jelly.
Sounds like he's winning. I'm going to go to sleep so I don't bother you guys.
Second dinner.
Damn, it's always about food. So, and this isn't to bust Ammo's chops at all, but because we usually do have some point in while we're gaming that big snack, fucking 20 minutes at some point in some game. With those games being so long, Paragon, are you guys able to snack at least? Still?
Yeah.
Like, what about when you're sitting there waiting for a game in the team lobby?
Oh shit, at that point I could fucking cook me a meal.
Yeah. And like when you're waiting to be revived, like wait after you die or shit like that.
Oh, so since you guys die a lot, there's plenty of snacks on.
I hope you get this game one day and then we can laugh at you so hard when you die 20 times.
Dude, I played that fucking, what's that other game that they gave for free?
I don't know. Oh yeah, that game.
I didn't care for it. I mean, it was okay, but I was fucking bored within like 3 minutes. Really didn't like Smite. Dude, I'm a either play some sports, fight somebody, or give me a gun kind of guy. When it comes to games, or a really good racing game, Grid 2.
Grid.
They really need to add some space battle to Star Wars.
You're not gonna get that until Christmas.
Eh, well, you know, it's something to look forward to for Christmas, I guess. What'll be really disappointing is if they don't add it. They do everything but that.
No, they will, because the whole movie's taking place in space.
Oh yeah, for Rogue
And they're
One.
listening to the fans, so I mean...
Well, the thing was, is it's just like, well, Battlefront 2, I mean, there was a lot of space battle for, you know, I mean...
When you can go from one big ship to the other big ship to jump out and shoot up the fucking comm room.
Oh yeah, that was great. Oh, that was a lot of fun, being able to fly into a hangar and start shooting droids come running out and start shooting at you.
I almost want to get that game, because It's at my folks' house in California. I almost want to have them send me the fucking disc. So I've missed playing that game. It was such a great game.
Well, and then all the different ship options that you had. Well, I think on I can't remember on the Republic side there was, what was there? I can't even remember now.
And we tie up the game. Go, 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 you fat dago. Run.
I know on the Confederacy side you can be the droid ship or the fighter, something else.
You mean the Imperial? Why is it always gotta go to Confederacy, redneck?
Well, because it was. Fuck. Why does everything have to have the Confederate battle flag? I don't have that shit hanging on my
Confederates? Yeah, seriously.
CIS, Confederacy of Independent Systems.
You welded that fucking hole into the back of your fucking, in the middle of your truck bed so you can put that fucking 6-foot Confederate flag in the middle while you're driving.
Well, that'd be funny if I had a truck bed. I don't.
Find your El Camino, whatever.
I don't have that either. Well, it'd be even more ironic to fly it on the back of my Toyota Sequoia, which, ironically, people do that around here. They have their Honda Fits and all that shit. That's absolutely... The irony just... I don't think they fail to understand how ironic it is. To put it on your Japanese-made car.
Did you see on CNN, I forgot which entertainer reporter it is. Of course, he's black. He's going to be the first black man to go to the KKK cross-burning ceremony. Really? So that's news right now. Because, yeah, media does not try to fucking inflame bullshit.
So what are they going to do? Send them down to fucking Pulaski in Giles County? Or is he going to go down to Sand Mountain, Alabama, where there's a sign to this day that says... N-bomb, go home. You're not welcome here.
Oh, I remember first time driving into Florida on one of the back roads. It was a sign. No N-bombs allowed. Please turn around.
Yeah.
And then it was no Jews. What's the next sign about 5 miles up the road? Yeah, I love it. See, I still love that fucking road in between Ohio. Going into Kentucky, going past Fort Knox, there's a section, it's an old town, but it's like 6 buildings on the side of this fucking river, and they're all River Bar 1, River Bar 2, River Bar 3, 4, 5, and 6, and they were all fucking titty clubs. It's like, wow. So this guy bought this land and was like, I'm just gonna open up titty clubs. Not 1, not 2. And of course, you're thinking of the area, it's the middle of fucking nowhere. And you know, with Fort Knox, that whole thing, there's ain't much around in some of those areas. It's like, what kind of quality bitch you got working here? How many bullet holes does this bitch got? Stretch marks, this is for my 4th baby before I graduated high school.
I guess that's on 31W, isn't it? I think that's what that is. I pulled the map up between Louisville and or Jeffersonville and Fort Knox. Yeah, it'd be like West Point. It's right on the river.
Yeah.
That might be it.
That town fucking cracked me up. I mean, we're fucking stoned as a motherfucker and just kept laughing about it. It's just the whole concept of fuck. Because, you know, the whole thing with strip clubs is you only have a very small pool of fucking girls that have been fucking destroyed by their fathers. You only got a small pool to choose from that will take their clothes off like that. You're putting 6 buildings there. Are you telling me this whole fucking town is that fucking jacked? If you're a female, you will be working the pole by the time you're 18. Guaranteed. That's a GM union job waiting for you?
That just speaks volumes.
Oh yeah, fucking, I love that shit. Because it reminds me when I used to work for the sports company, we used to go during the summer to these once-a-year festivals and just get rid of a ton of products. And I remember one time we were going to the Cover Bridge show, and I was reading Salem's Lot. We were cruising through some little fucking middle of nowhere town through Indiana, and I'm like, oh, this is just like the fucking book. What happened? I mean, like word for word out of the book. Even the hills. Just like, where the fuck are we? I thought the Midwest was flat. Fuck.
I know for a fact that's flat between Indianapolis and Gary for sure.
Yeah, but I love driving through the fucking windmills.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. It actually was amazing how quickly that ride goes when you're just sitting there staring at the windmills.
Yep.
I'm sure by now there's a lot more of them because they were building a lot when I was going up that way last time.
It takes a good 10 minutes of your fucking time.
I know on I-70 going through Kansas, once you go past, we usually stop in Salida, and then we make the last, it's basically 8 hours to our house from there. And you get past Hayes on I-70, and it's nothing but windmills when you start getting into the high country. You're pretty much going uphill at that point. I think you're about 2,500 feet all the way to the Colorado line, and it's about almost 5. And nothing but windmills.
Uh-huh. Have you ever seen the video of the workers when the thing was on fire? It basically roasted up there. Oh
no.
Not a job I'd want to have. There's this one YouTube video, I think it's called the scariest video you'll ever see. It's basically the guys that climb up and work on the tower poles on top of fucking sky rises. And at a certain point, they can't lock in. So they're free climbing.
Yep, nope.
With a tool bag hanging under him. And he keeps looking down. It's like up to the point where he's looking normal, I'm fine. But as soon as he looks down, it's like, and I'm sitting and I know my feet are on the fucking ground. But he looks at that, it's like, oh, I want to puke.
Yeah, I don't do heights. It's ironic because I love the mountains, but let me tell you, it takes a couple minutes for me to settle in, especially going up some of those switchbacks and stuff like that. You look over the side, it's 2,500, 3,000 feet down. Oh boy,
I can't do that shit.
That's why the doors stay on the
cheap now. We had to go through the Smokies to get to Atlanta. Oh. Yeah, see, I don't do that too well, which is ironic because I used to do high falls from 35 feet to 50 feet.
Yeah, I know, but that's a lot different than 3,500 feet and 4,000 feet.
No, it's all the same, man. It's that sudden stop that just ruins your fucking day.
Well, that's the whole thing is, they say they say speed kills you, and that's not true. Speed has never killed anybody. It's stopping suddenly that gets you every time.
Yeah, it's that fucking sudden.
It's that last splat.
Dude, yeah.
Stopping suddenly.
I've done a high fall where I almost went fucking head first. We were shooting for pads, so I had to clear a certain distance, and I pushed at the wrong time. Head first, I felt the hand fucking grab my head and pull me out of it. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I've gone through a fucking pad and felt the ground. Sucks.
Glad you did that, not me. I don't. That's on my nope list, pretty much.
But see, at the same time, like, those 2 rides are at the Spirit Tower in Vegas, you'd never catch my ass up on that shit. Yeah. Or the one where you jump off of it and fucking the decelerator line all the way down. Oh, fuck yourself. I learned how to military fucking climb and rappel, and I learned how to fucking Aussie climb and run down the face of a fucking side. It's not fun. It sucks. But if you stop, you're gonna fucking twist yourself around and smash your fucking dome somewhere that you don't want to smash it on. So you just fucking run, keep running, and make sure you don't let go of that fucking rope. Hey, that's all there is to it. can't do it out of a feed bag.
Right.
You gotta, and then on top of that, you gotta use a special fucking 8-ring. With certain 8-rings, you put too much fucking rope going through that, they'll get too hot and they'll explode. So you gotta get a speed 8.
No.
Yeah, the dumb shit I did in my fucking 20s. How the fuck am I standing? And when we became stuntmen after about a year or so, that's when we started doing some stupid shit. Me and my buddy, we'd be on fucking the highway, going 60 or whatever. We'd climb into each other's cars. Roll down the window, okay.
Okay.
Be on the hood and jump onto the highway to the next exit. Sure.
Okay.
God, thinking about the shit I was doing is like, oh, makes me nauseous.
That's just like when we were little, we had this grand idea to climb up on the roof and jump off with and parachute with garbage bags. Let me tell you how that shit worked.
Yeah, gravity's a motherfucker.
Well, yeah, and we were like, wow, that first... You would think after that first time when everyone hit the deck and go, ooh, that sucked. Maybe we need to maybe we'd have 2 bags.
Yeah. Gotta
Go
be
do it again. And,
the whole day.
yeah, and that's about the time my mom pulls in the driveway and it's like, what in the... Why are you doing this?
Dude, in the city, we would jump garages, so you'd climb up on a garage. Just keep jumping and jumping. Some are farther apart because of the gangways and shit. Oh, yeah. I've seen people biff and miss it, smack into the wall. Fuck you, Ryan Zimmerman. You going down.
Have you ever go out to Colorado, go to Canyon City, the Royal Gorge Bridge? If you hate heights, go walk across that thing.
Fuck no. Like they got that thing for the Brooklyn Bridge, which you can climb across. Fuck, I wouldn't. Fuck that. The Golden Gate Bridge, go up there. Fuck you.
Yeah, my brother and sister-in-law were trying to get me to do this, and I was just like, look, there's plenty of fucking mountains over here for us to go climb. I'm not gonna walk across a man-made bridge, 1,200 and some feet, over a 900-foot drop where the river gorge is beneath me.
There's a reason why you have that lizard part of the brain. Hey, you know, you stupid motherfucker.
My purpose in going to the mountains is to get away from stupid. I'm not going to go partake in something stupid like that.
I lived the city thing for half my life. Now it's time to try the other thing. Yeah. I mean, like, you know, there was a case study that they did the ghettos in Brooklyn, and back in the day when it was just homes there, and you know, everybody's family lived near each other, there was no crime. You know, they policed each other. Everything was good. Then when you started stacking 300 motherfuckers in one building on top of each other, you might not know your neighbor for 20 years. That's why fucking people don't mind fucking killing and stealing for shit, because they don't know the people. Once you put a face to something, now that changes the whole ballgame.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Mankind's been doing this since fucking the Americas has started. The Pilgrims got tired of the bullshit in England. What'd they do? They moved to fucking America. They got tired of each other fucking the bullshit there. What'd they do? Spread out and made 13 colonies. They got tired of their bullshit. What'd they do? They went west. Now we've gone as west as we can possibly fucking go. So now, what are we doing? We're moving out of the cities and getting a big chunk of land, because you go outside of any major city more than 2 hours, it's the same fucking thing. Fucking might as well be Armageddon, because you don't know.
Yeah.
That's what cracks me up about some of these towns. Like back in, you know, in the 80s and shit, it was like, I couldn't live like this. You know, the newspaper to get your information, shit like that. It's like, this is archaic. Now that you can get shit on Amazon and everything else and live like that, sure, I'm all for it now.
You know, know, and that's the irony of it is if you had to go back and do it the manual way, would it really be that bad? Go back to the 80s, 90s. Pre-technology.
Well,
Things were simpler.
96 was good because money was flowing, man. I liked making money. I was making 6 figures by the end of the decade.
Yeah. And then tech boom for me. Rode that one out pretty good.
See, I didn't invest in any of that shit because my whole concept was this shit is being built on nothing. How are companies starting with $20 million in their fucking kitty and they still don't have a business? So I didn't get caught up in that shit. I mean, I learned at a very young age. By the time I was 12, I was already taught the stock market, how it worked.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do a lot of investment in that sort of stuff. I mean, the one that made me the most money was Qualcomm when they did a 4-for-1 at $219 a share. That one paid a lot of dividends, and then I cashed out and walked away. And then, I mean, I was watching tech companies, you know, the mass exoduses. It's just like, well, of course this shit was going to happen. You had no business model.
Yeah.
There was nothing there.
I mean, even with the housing market, it was like, I knew motherfuckers was like, how the hell you got a fucking mortgage? Are you out of your mind? Yeah.
People were getting mortgages that had no business getting them, and it's just, you know,
when the Clinton laws, when Clinton let all the Glass-Steagall fucking expire. Well, shit. Now the banks fucking can play with anybody's money.
Yeah. And play with it, they did.
That they did. Yeah, everybody, it was George Bush who did this kind of, no, fucking it was Bill Clinton letting Glass-Steagall disappear.
Mm-hmm.
It just opened the door for Bush to do what he wanted to do.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, Bush